I don't know if you ever heard this before, but Prabhupada said something very, very important for us and very, very powerful. He said that when you fight, it disturbs me more than when you break the regulative principles. So I just wanted to discuss that. Perhaps you heard that Prabhupada said, my spiritual master left the world untimely or early. He was only 64 years old because he was upset with his disciples that they weren't working cooperatively together. So this working cooperatively together is extremely important for Srila Prabhupada, and it therefore, really, Prabhupada is asking us to set differences aside in a way that we can work conjointly. Sometimes working conjointly is just allowing another devotee to pursue a certain way of preaching, a certain way of understanding Krishna consciousness, which may differ than my way. And that devotee allowing me to pursue the way I understand it, and as we say, may the best man win. If I'm mistaken, it will show up in time. If he's mistaken, it will show up in time. We both may be right, but in different ways, in different times, and in different circumstances. So, when we are challenged to cooperate, if we remember that Prabhupada said, fighting amongst yourselves hurts me more than even when you break a regulative principle, it can be an impetus to face some of the challenges that we have to face, which are often just easier just to say, I don't want anything to do with this, to run away from it, and I understand why someone may do that. Even Srila Prabhupada was forced to start his own organization. But Prabhupada knew, because he had experience in his own spiritual master's movement, that it's very easy for a movement to divide up into multiple factions, which is what happened in the Gaudiya Math. It was not the fault of everyone. It was the inevitable outcome of what happened in the infighting. Two major groups were fighting, but there were many devotees who weren't really on either side. But that infighting was destroying. It was destroying the Gaudiya Math, and so many people just went outside on their own and opened their own temples. And that's obviously not what Prabhupada wanted for us. So he was very cautious about that, very careful. And you could say that he was really begging us to work together. Yeah, pleading, somehow. So when we're asked, or any senior devotee is asked, why are you still trying to work within ISKCON and make it better? I'll say, because this is what Prabhupada asked me to do, and this could be one of my greatest challenges in life. And we have to work with different kinds of people. It's just a reality. And Prabhupada said that disagreement is actually quite normal. It's not wrong or abnormal in the sense that as individuals, we're going to disagree with one another. That's just going to happen. But learning to be able to appreciate another's perspective, even if I don't agree with it, that's important, essentially important. Because when I don't agree with someone, I think they're wrong, I'm right. They're stupid, I'm smart. I'm Krishna conscious, they're not. Or I'm more Krishna conscious, they're less Krishna conscious. Rather than trying to understand, okay, they have a certain perspective, they have a certain understanding. Perhaps it's better than mine. I don't think it is. Perhaps it is. At least let me understand why they think that way. So I don't just condemn them and think, oh, you're foolish. No one in their right mind would think that way. And then sometimes we even say things like, I can't understand why anyone would think that way. And that's really a red flag when I say I can't understand why anyone would think that way. Really, I should tell myself at that point, you need to understand. You need to try to understand why someone will think that way because people are different from you. And they may be justified in their way of thinking also, even though it's different. So it's better, let me try to understand why they think that way, than just to say, I can't understand why they think that way. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.